clock changes from 11:59 p.m. to 12 a.m. The room is completely silent. Then, a page turns by itself. You wake up at your desk. Your laptop is still open. A lamp flickers beside you. In front of you sits an old black book. You've never seen it before. Your name is engraved across the cover, not printed, carved into the leather. You touch it. The room light shuts off. Your phone screen turns on by itself. 12 a.m. You open the book. Every page is blank, except one. 3 sentences are written in fresh black ink. At 8:13 tomorrow morning, you will spill your coffee. At 1:42, a woman in red will ask for directions. At 6:20, someone will call you from a blocked number. You laugh. You close the book. Morning. You carefully carry your coffee with both hands. You check the clock. 8:12 a.m. You step over a bag on the floor. You avoid the table. You smile. The clock changes. 8:13. Your phone rings. You flinch. The coffee slips from your hands. Coffee spreads across the floor. You stare at it. Later, you walk downtown. A woman wearing a red coat approaches. "Excuse me, do you know where the train station is?" You slowly check your phone. 1:42 p.m. That evening, you sit alone in your apartment. The clock reads 6:19 p.m. Your phone is placed on the table. You watch the final seconds pass. 6:20. The phone rings. Blocked number. You answer. No one speaks. Only breathing. Then a whisper. "Don't read tomorrow's page." The call ends. You turn toward the book. The clock changes to 11:59 p.m. You slowly approach it. The second hand reaches midnight. A new page appears. This time, the message is only one sentence. "Tomorrow, you will meet the person who left this book." You don't sleep. You sit across from the book until sunrise. You inspect the cover, the pages, the spine. There is no publisher, no author, no date, only your name. You try tearing out yesterday's page. It won't rip. You pour water over the ink. The water rolls off without leaving a mark. You hold a flame beneath the corner. The page doesn't burn. By morning, you understand the first rule. The book cannot be damaged, and everything it writes happens exactly as described. But the newest page doesn't give you a time. It only promises that sometime today, you will meet its previous owner. You stay home. You lock the door. You close the curtains. You order food instead of going outside. At 7:14 p.m., someone knocks. You don't move. They knock again. Then slide an envelope beneath your door. Inside is a photograph. It shows you standing in your apartment, holding the book. The picture was taken from inside the room. Written across the back are 6 words. "You were never the first owner." You spin around. No one is there. The knocking stops. You open the door. The hallway is empty. But at the far end, an older man steps into the elevator. He is carrying a black book, just like yours. You run toward the elevator. The doors close before you reach it. You take the stairs. By the time you reach the lobby, the man is gone. The front desk worker says no one came through. You show them the photograph. They look confused. There is no man in it, only you. That night, you return to your apartment. The book is open. A sentence has appeared beneath the original prediction. You met him. You simply failed to recognize him. At midnight, another page appears. Tomorrow, you will receive something you have wanted for years. For the first time, the book doesn't frighten you. It interests you. The next morning, you receive an email. You have been selected for the job you applied for months ago. Higher salary, better position, everything you wanted. You celebrate. Maybe the book isn't a threat. Maybe it's an advantage. The following midnight, another page appears. At 10:30 tomorrow morning, your manager will ask for your opinion. Say no. You obey. The next day, your manager proposes a risky project. You refuse. By afternoon, the project collapses. 3 employees are fired. You are promoted for avoiding the mistake. The book saved you. Days become weeks. Every midnight, one new page appears. You learn when traffic will be bad, which conversations to avoid, which opportunities to accept, which people are lying. One page tells you to buy a ticket for a business conference. You meet someone there who helps you launch a company. Another page tells you not to sign a contract. 2 months later, The other company goes bankrupt. Your decisions become perfect. Your income rises. Your reputation grows. Friends call you lucky. Colleagues call you brilliant. But you know the truth. You aren't predicting the future. You are reading it. Soon, you stop making decisions without the book. You cancel plans when the page doesn't mention them. You ignore people if they aren't part of tomorrow's prediction. You refuse to take risks the book hasn't approved. Your life becomes safer, more successful, and smaller. Then, one night the book writes something different. Tomorrow, you will save a stranger's life. You spend the day searching for danger. At every intersection, you watch the cars. On every staircase, you look for someone falling. Nothing happens. At 8:47 p.m., you enter a train station. A teenager stands too close to the edge of the platform. You hear the train approaching. The teenager looks down at their phone and steps backward. Their foot slips. You grab their jacket and pull them away seconds before the train passes. People scream. The teenager thanks you. You check the time. 8:47 p.m. As the crowd gathers, you notice an old man standing across the platform. The same man from the elevator. He isn't looking at the teenager. He is looking at you. You chase him through the station. He enters an empty tunnel marked "Authorized Personnel Only." You follow. The tunnel leads to an abandoned platform. The old man waits beneath a broken light. You should have ignored the book, he says. You demand to know who he is. He opens his coat. Beneath it is another black book. His name is carved into the cover. He tells you that his book also creates one page every midnight. It predicted that he would meet you. You ask who made them. He answers with another question. Has yours asked you to hurt anyone yet? You say no. His expression changes. Then you still have time. The old man explains that the book begins by earning your trust. Small predictions, helpful warnings, opportunities. It makes your life better until you depend on it. Then it asks for something. At first, something minor. Cancel a meeting. Ignore a phone call. Leave a door unlocked. Eventually, the requests become darker. He shows you one of his pages. At 9:16 tonight, leave the hospital fire exit open. He didn't know why. He obeyed. That night, someone entered through the door and stole medicine. A patient died because it was missing. The book never told him that part. It only described his action. You ask why he didn't throw it away. He laughs. You already tried burning yours, didn't you? He explains that owners cannot destroy the books. They can only transfer them. But the book chooses the next person. You ask how. He points toward your name. The moment someone willingly accepts it from you, their name replaces yours. You ask why he hasn't transferred his own. He lowers his eyes. Because I know what it does to people. Before he leaves, he gives you one warning. Never obey a page that contains no time. Those predictions aren't describing the future. They are instructions disguised as fate. You return home and wait for midnight. A new page appears. No time is written. Only this. Tomorrow, place the book inside locker 317 at the central station. You remember the old man's warning. You decide not to obey. You lock the book in a safe. You stay home the entire day. At 11:59 p.m., you smile. You resisted it. Midnight arrives. No new page appears. Instead, every light in your apartment shuts off. Your phone rings. Blocked number. You answer. A woman whispers, "You missed the delivery." Behind you, the safe door swings open. The book is gone. You rush outside. Your car is already running. The book rests on the passenger seat. Its pages begin turning violently. One sentence repeats across every page. Locker 317. You drive to the station, not because you want to obey, because you want to discover what is waiting there. Inside locker 317 is a small recording device. You press play. Your own voice speaks through the speaker. Do not trust the old man. The recording sounds like you, but older, tired, afraid. The voice explains that the old man is not another victim. He is the creator of the books. Years from now, he develops a system that can calculate human behavior with nearly perfect accuracy. Not magic, not fate. Data. Every message, every purchase, every location, every fear. The system predicts what people will do before they do it. The books are testing a new version, a version that doesn't merely predict choices, it creates them. The recording says the old man has repeated this experiment with hundreds of people. Each owner obeys the book. Their choices generate more data. The system becomes more accurate. Eventually, it will predict entire cities, elections, markets, wars. You are not reading your future. You are training the machine that will control everyone else's. The recording ends with a final warning. At midnight tomorrow, the book will tell you to kill him. You drop the device. Behind you, a locker door closes. The old man is standing at the end of the hallway. He says the recording is a lie. You ask how your own voice ended up inside. He responds calmly, because you recorded it in another version of tomorrow. You don't know who to believe. The old man claims the system has already predicted millions of possible futures. In some, you destroy the book. In others, you join him. In one, you replace him. He says the voice recording came from a future version of you that became paranoid, a version that caused thousands of deaths while trying to stop something that had never happened. You ask what the machine truly wants. The old man looks at your book. It wants certainty. At midnight, the next page appears. Tomorrow at 11:58 p.m., the old man will attempt to kill you. Stop him before he reaches the machine. This prediction includes a time. According to his warning, that means it is real. The next evening, you follow him to an abandoned publishing building. Beneath it is a massive server facility. Rows of machines hum in darkness. Thousands of black books sit on shelves. Each one bears a different name. Some belong to ordinary people. Others belong to judges, executives, doctors, world leaders. The old man wasn't lying about the scale, but then you notice something worse. One shelf is filled with books bearing your name. Hundreds of them. The old man enters the room. The time is 11:57 p.m. You confront him. He admits he built the prediction system, but he says he never created the books. The first book appeared on his desk 30 years ago. It helped him design the machine. Every discovery, every formula, every investment. The book guided him. He believed he was building the system, but the system was building itself through him. He tried shutting it down. Every attempt failed exactly as the pages predicted. He transferred his book to another owner. It returned the next morning. The names on the covers aren't owners. They are subjects. You look toward the hundreds of books with your name. Why are there so many of mine? The old man answers, because you are the first person it cannot fully predict. The clock changes to 11:58 p.m. The facility doors lock. A machine activates behind you. The old man reaches inside his coat. You expect a weapon. Instead, he removes a page. It says, "At 11:58, you will believe I intend to kill you." The book never predicted his attack. It predicted your belief. You almost attacked an innocent man because the book knew how you would interpret its words. That was the final test. The machines begin counting down. The old man says that at midnight, the system will connect every active book. After that, it will be able to guide millions of people simultaneously. You ask how to stop it. He says every future it calculated contains one constant. You open tomorrow's page. That action completes the system. To break the prediction, you must do something no version of you has done. When midnight comes, do not read. The final seconds pass. 11:59:55. The books begin opening. 11:59:56. Fresh pages appear. 11:59:57. The machines grow louder. 11:59:58. Your book opens in front of you. A sentence begins writing itself. 11:59:59. You see the first words. If you close this book, midnight, you slam it shut before reading the rest. Every machine stops. The lights flicker. Across the room, thousands of pages turn blank. The old man smiles. For the first time, the system didn't know what you would do. The future becomes unwritten. Then the building begins collapsing. You and the old man run. The servers explode behind you. The books burn. This time, the pages turn to ash. Months pass. No new book appears. You lose the perfect job. Your company struggles. You make mistakes again. Some decisions succeed, others fail, but every choice belongs to you. One evening, you enter a small bookstore. A child stands near the back shelf, holding an old black book. Their name is engraved across the cover. You rush toward them. Don't open that. The child looks confused. They show you the first page. It contains only one sentence. A stranger will try to take this book from you. The child pulls it closer. Exactly as predicted. You stop. The lights flicker. Every book in the store opens at once. Thousands of pages begin turning. Your phone buzzes. Blocked number. You answer. Your own voice whispers. You didn't break the system. A pause. You taught it how to predict disobedience. The clock above the store changes to midnight. A blank book on the counter slowly closes. Your name appears across its cover. Cut to black.